And there I was, black UK gentleman in Japan. Who would have thought I would have been ravishing, living my best life with no bloody face mask? The glory days, as they say. What an adventure. There's a lot of things I've learned in Japan. I mean, my God. To my recollection, it was 2014 and I was embarking on the biggest adventure of my life. I mean, wow, UK roadman living his best life in Japan. Nagoya, to be precise. I'd landed a teaching job. Well, I say teaching job, but really it was just an opportunity for me to travel and I guess embark on a journey of self-discovery. I mean, Japan, so welcoming, so humble, so clean for flip's sakes. Clean that country is. My God. I mean, I've already done prior at that point, I've done a year. Before I traveled to Japan, I've done a year in Thailand and I thought nothing could have topped my experience there. And yet, the gifts and the W's keep on coming. And then here I was in Japan. What can I learn from Japan, or not just myself, but other countries? What can we, as a race of the human race, what can we learn from Japan? Well, we can learn that they're very welcoming and open to foreigners. I mean, we're talking about a country that has a population of, I believe it's 9.7 or 9.8%. 97 to 98% are Japanese, So, you only got 2%, 1 point something percent are foreign. What can we learn from Japan? To be very open to other people from different backgrounds, for different race, religion, gender, whatnot. And then here I was mingling with the locals, big Colgate smile on my face, kumbaya, my lord mentality. Honestly, Japan are very great. I mean, look, as you can see from this slideshow, tons of people, you got a lot of Brazilians there. Key fact, Japan hosts the largest population of Brazilians outside of Brazil, and yet Brazil hosts the largest population of Japanese people outside of Japan. A lot of Japanese people go over there to work, in these big corporations, and vice versa. A lot of Brazilians go to Japan to work in the factories, etc. So you're pretty much, a lot of the times you're gonna bump into so many Brazilians that you're gonna think, wait a minute, am I in Brazil? And I'll tell you what, mate, half Japanese, half Brazilian, that remix over there, oh my gosh. That's all I can say. Damn, look at me looking all furious. Almighty. Oh, hi, almighty. But yeah, definitely, Japan, just very welcoming. We can all learn from that, from Japan. Great excellence, me and my bro over there. But yeah, he came to check me over there as well from London. He loved it. He had the time of his life, boy. He had that big Colgate smile and everything. They have Filipinos there, they have people from Peru, they have Brazilians, have some Europeans over there, and they're just very welcoming, in everything they do, and it's, yes, there's people that say it's all fake and whatnot, but from my personal experiences, no chance, mate. They're genuine, down-to-earth people. Look at me all suited and booted over there. Oi, oi, dog's bollocks, as we say in the UK. I was very approachable too, because I had a good smile on my face. I was laid back. That's what the thing is. When you travel to these countries, you don't have that tightness around your shoulders. I believe a YouTuber called King Lockett, he talked about this. Go and subscribe, check his channel out, King Lockett. And he talked about it like when it was in America, it was all stiff and tightened up, all like felt like, he had to kind of put this just kind of a masculine persona all the time. And then when you go to these countries that are so friendly and laid back and welcome, and you're like, hey, whoa, okay, you know, feel like Stretch Armstrong, you know, feel like you're just being just untensed, you know, and that's what you get in Japan. You know, you get, you know, they make you feel so welcoming, you know, they're so respectful. And unfortunately, you know, oh look, even went to go and check out the sumo. My friend took me to a sumo wrestling dojo and stuff, so that was really good over there. Oi, oi, look at me. Oi, oi, dogs bollocks, good memories, hakuho, respect. But this is what I mean, like over there, they just make you feel so welcome that you don't even have all that tense, or you don't feel like you have to kind of put this you have to rep the street code or the postcode or the ends or the areas or the projects, you know. You're just living your life, for flip's sakes. And this is why I keep saying in my motto, you know, live to live, not live to survive. Like, stop trying to just make it through the week, make it through the month, make it through the year, but start to actually live the life, you know, that you're promised. You know, live your life. You know, you're here for a reason, and just explore the world, man. Just sometimes just take a step back and just look at it. Look at the map of the world and just realize that you're not even a dot on that map. You know, the world is so massive. You know, yeah, you might be in a bad predicament today. Doesn't mean you're going to be in a bad predicament tomorrow, especially in another area. And it gives you a chance to start fresh. I wasn't actually looking at Japan as a place that I can find solace and start fresh, but there you go. When I was so welcome there, they made me feel like I was part of the family, you know. And that's why instead of going for 1 year, I ended up extending my teaching contract to another year, and I left, and I stayed there for 2 years. And I probably could have stayed more, but for personal family reasons, I had to return to the UK to sort out things out. But I could have easily done 5-10 years in Japan, 100%. Another lesson Japan taught me was that, you know, they told me that the virtue of being clean. You're talking about a country that doesn't have rubbish bins around the country. No way. They have this philosophy where you're responsible for your own rubbish. So you have to carry it with you. So a lot of people carry a plastic bag, and if they, you know, have like if they want to litter, they'll just put it in that bag. You know, maybe they finish an ice cream cone, and then the packaging, they'll just put it in that plastic bag, and then they'll just tuck it in their pocket or put it in their bag, their backpack or purse or whatever, and they'll go about their way. You know, Japan told me how clean a country can be, and the pros of that, you know, breathing nice fresh air. I mean, think about, when's the last time you actually breathed nice fresh air, ladies and gentlemen? You know, and I was doing that every day. You know, my lungs, you know, I just felt alive. And you just go somewhere, you just, woo, just breathing in that good air. You know, it's fantastic, and nothing compares to that feeling. You know, and that's what Japan taught me, you know, the benefits, the virtue of living in a clean country. And that's why I do my part wherever I am, to not litter, to not pollute the environment, but to do my part, my carbon footprint around the world. Japan taught me the benefits of that. Japan also taught me the benefits of finding oneself. You know, Japan has a culture where everyone's responsible for themselves. If you're sick or you're not feeling well, a lot of the times they'll wear a mask. And the philosophy behind that is they don't want to pollute, or they don't want to spread their sickness. So they're responsible for their own sickness, you know, their own malparatus. You know, they are responsible for their own situations, you know, what they're going through. And it's tough, because you also have the bad side of it, where, you know, they have a lot of depression in Japan, a lot of suicide. But at the same time, there's also benefits in terms of my problem isn't everyone else's problem. And sometimes you just have to man up and just take on the chin and keep it moving. You know, and there's a lot of times where things happen to me and I felt a certain way, And I just make sure not to press my problems, my bad karma, my rubbish, and make it someone else's problem or someone else's rubbish. And that's something that a lot of people don't do, unfortunately, today. How many times are you in relationship, the girl, your partner's going through and then just because they're going through they give you their slack. They make their problems your problem, and then they affect you and they take it out on you, unfortunately. And Japan, they don't have that philosophy. They don't have that mindset, and they taught me that. They taught me to be welcoming. They taught me the virtues of being clean. They taught me to be responsible for your own issues. I think it's come from and arise from the samurai proud mentality. My issue is my issue. There's pros and cons to that, but I value the pros on that. And funny enough, it will make you stronger. When you start taking your misfortunes on the chin and keep it moving, you will grow and you'll improve and learn from it. I'm telling you, it will make you a better person. Japan taught me to value the little things. They taught me to be grateful to what you have and what's around you. This is a country that celebrates cherry blossoms. Just sit there or even stand there and just look at the cherry blossoms. Beautiful setting and scenes. Little things, And at first I'm looking at the cherry blossoms, I'm like, okay, cool, all right, But you start to go back and look at the history with the war, with the nuclear bomb that they hit, that they endured and they just overcame, and they just value the little things. When's the last time you valued the little things? People that have always been in your corner, but sometimes because of one little thing, you stop talking to them or you distance yourself from them. Little things. Don't just look at what you haven't got, but start to value the little things. Your health, your family, your job, your career, your ambitions. Even though maybe some things haven't come to pass, but you still have an opportunity to acquire or attain these things. Some people are not fortunate enough to be here or to perhaps have the benefits that you have to travel, to see the world, to even leave their countries. People in North Korea, Cuba, these communist countries, they can't just up and leave their home country. But yet you have that benefit. Yet you have two legs. Yet you have two eyes. Yet you have an opportunity where you can work, you can save money, and you can travel the world. You can have kids. Some people can't reproduce kids. And in Japan, everywhere I go, they're always grateful to what they have. They're honored. It's a country that honors things. They honor people and they honor things that they have. And when's the last time you started honoring things that you have? And being grateful for the little connections, the little things that you have. And last but not least, Japan taught me to not just be welcoming, not just value the virtue of cleanliness, not just being responsible for one's own action, not just valuing the small intricacies, the small things that many take for granted, but it also taught me to make an effort. How many times have you heard, keep it 100, keep it 100? How many times have you heard, give it your all? And my God, have I not met any Japanese person that was running on 50%, own 20% in anything they put their mind to, and they do it. Shout out to my girl, Jenny, from the block. Show me nothing but love. But this is what I'm saying. Japan taught me to always make an effort. They made it their prerogative, to make me feel welcome, to always make me feel like I was part of the family, like I belong, Everywhere I went, they gave me nothing but 110% customer service. And that's just them. That's just their mindset. That's just who they are. That's part of their identity. They taught me to always make an effort in anything I do, even the smaller things, and we can all learn from Japan, from their culture, from their tradition, part of their paradigms, their DNA, their template, their blueprint. Always make an effort in anything you do. Trust me, you'll be surprised with the results. Pay it forward. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. So there you have it, my top 5 things that Japan taught me. What a beautiful country. Great experience. Beautiful people. Welcoming, respectful, down to earth. Amazing. Travel shortcuts. Live to live, not live to survive. Jeez.